Cats are mysterious creatures. If you've ever shared your home with a cat, you know that their strange behaviors are a constant source of fascination and often confusion. From the way they stare at walls for no apparent reason to their sudden bursts of wild energy in the middle of the night, cats have a variety of peculiar habits that leave us scratching our heads. Who knows, by the end of this, you might just understand your cat better than you ever thought possible. The midnight zoomies, a frenzied flurry of energy. One of the most commonly observed weird cat behaviors is the midnight zoomies. Cats have a reputation for being most active when we least expect it, usually in the middle of the night. Suddenly, your usually calm feline bursts into a frenzy, sprinting around the house, jumping on furniture, and acting as though they're auditioning for a spot in the next action movie. So why do cats get these bursts of energy? And why do they seem to happen during the quiet hours of the night? The key here lies in your cat's natural instincts and nocturnal tendencies. Cats are crepuscular creatures, meaning they are most active at dawn and dusk, times when their prey would typically be moving around. In the wild, this would help them hunt, but as domestic pets, their hunting instincts are often redirected into play and exercise. The midnight zoomies are just a playful way of expending energy, even if it's at an inconvenient time for their human companions. To curb this behavior, try providing more interactive playtime during the evening hours before bed. Engaging your cat in a game of chase or using puzzle feeders can help them burn off excess energy before it's time for you to sleep. The unsolvable staring contest. Is your cat judging you? If you've ever found yourself locked in an intense staring contest with your cat, you might wonder, is my cat judging me? While it may seem like a challenge of wills, the reality is a bit different. Cats stare for a variety of reasons, and not all of them are meant to intimidate or criticize. One reason cats stare is to communicate with their owners. In the feline world, direct eye contact can be a sign of trust and affection. A slow blink in particular is often called a cat kiss. If your cat looks at you and slowly closes their eyes, it's their way of saying, "I trust you," or even, "I love you." This is one of the highest forms of feline affection, and you can return the gesture by slowly blinking at your cat. However, a cat might also stare when they're feeling anxious or uncertain. If they're facing a situation or person they're not familiar with, they may use a direct stare to assess the situation, keeping their distance until they feel more comfortable. Cats are incredibly perceptive creatures and may be using their gaze to communicate a variety of needs or feelings. The midnight gift. Why does your cat bring you dead critters? If you've ever woken up to a gift from your cat, perhaps a half-dead mouse, bird, or even something more unusual, you've probably found yourself wondering what's going through their little feline brain. While this habit may seem bizarre or even gross, it's not as strange as it seems when you consider your cat's instincts. In the wild, a mother cat would teach her kittens how to hunt by bringing them prey. When your domestic cat brings you a gift, they may be doing the same thing. They're essentially showing off their hunting prowess and sharing their catch with you as if you were part of their family. Cats are social animals, and in their minds, offering you prey is a sign of care and affection, albeit an odd one by human standards. If you're dealing with this type of gift giving, it's important to remember that it's a form of communication and not something to be punished. To prevent this behavior, try playing with your cat using toys that mimic the hunt, such as feather wands or laser pointers. This can satisfy their need for hunting and reduce the chances of you receiving any unexpected surprises on your doorstep. The peculiar cat loaf. Position? Is it a yoga pose or a cat's way of relaxing? Another quirk many cat owners notice is the cat loaf position, where your cat curls their paws underneath their body and sits perfectly still, looking like a loaf of bread. At first glance, this may seem like an uncomfortable posture, but it's actually a common resting position for cats. When a cat sits in this loaf position, they're usually feeling relaxed and secure. It's a way of conserving heat, as the tucked-in paws help retain body warmth, especially when it's cold. This position also allows your cat to keep their body compact and alert, so they can spring into action if needed. In essence, the cat loaf is a defensive and protective position, as your cat is preparing to relax but can jump into action if a threat arises. Some cats also adopt the loaf position when they feel they're in a safe and quiet environment. It's one of the ways cats signal that they're calm and content, and they trust their surroundings. If you see your cat loafing, take it as a compliment. they feel comfortable and safe with you. Why cats need. A throwback to kittenhood. If you've ever had your cat needing your lap, blanket, or even a pillow, you've witnessed one of the most common and endearing feline habits. Cats often need by pushing their paws in and out on soft surfaces, and it can seem like an odd behavior, especially if your cat is an adult. This needing behavior originates from kittenhood. When kittens nurse from their mothers, they need their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. This comforting action is associated with warmth, care, and nurturing. As adult cats, they retain this behavior, often needing soft surfaces as a way to recreate the feeling of security they experienced as kittens. It's a sign of contentment and comfort. So, if your cat is needing you, it's a clear indication that they feel safe, secure, and loved. While it may seem like an odd behavior to us, it's a deeply ingrained habit that reflects your cat's positive feelings toward you. Why do cats love boxes? The appeal of the enclosed space. If you've ever noticed your cat's fascination with boxes, whether they're big, small, or even a mere cardboard lid, you're not alone. Cats have an undeniable love for boxes, and it's a behavior that baffles many pet owners. But as strange as it may seem, there's a very rational explanation for this habit. Boxes provide cats with an enclosed space where they can hide and feel secure. Cats are natural hunters, and in the wild, they would seek out small, tight spaces where they can observe the world without being noticed. Boxes mimic this kind of hiding place, offering a sense of protection and privacy. It's also a place where cats can retreat when they're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, which is why you might notice your cat seeking out a box when there's a lot of noise or activity in the house. Beyond the security aspect, boxes are also fun. The confined space allows cats to practice their stalking, pouncing, and climbing skills, all while staying hidden. So if you ever find your cat curled up in a box, don't be surprised. They're simply indulging in their natural instincts and enjoying a bit of solitude. Head-butting and nose rubbing, the feline way of showing affection. If your cat frequently headbutts or nose rubs you, don't worry. They're not trying to assert dominance or cause you any harm. These behaviors are actually signs of affection. When a cat rubs its head or nose against you, they're transferring scent from the scent glands located around their face, marking you as part of their territory. This scent marking is an act of social bonding, and it's a way for cats to communicate their feelings of affection and ownership. In a multi-cat household, this behavior helps to strengthen relationships and reinforce bonds. When a cat headbutts or rubs against you, they're saying, "You're part of my family, and I trust you." Conclusion: embracing the weirdness. Cats are full of quirks and weird behaviors, but these idiosyncrasies are part of what makes them such fascinating and lovable companions. Whether it's zooming around the house at night, bringing you gifts, or curling up in the cat loaf position, your cat's weird habits are often tied to deep-seated instincts and a need for comfort, security, and affection. By understanding the reasoning behind these behaviors, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for your feline friend and the unique bond you share. So next time your cat stares at you like you're a piece of furniture or suddenly launches into a high-speed chase through the living room, remember, they're just being their quirky, adorable selves.